Hello students. Today I am going to do Department of Education North Central Province Year-End Evaluation 2018 for grade 10. So this is first paper. You get 2 hours for that, and you already know you get in part A 25 short questions and in part B 5 long questions, and you have to answer all questions. And the spaces are given in this paper, so you can write all your answers in the spaces provided. So how many minutes? You can spend 2 minutes and 24 seconds, so maximum 2 minutes for each question in part A, and you can spend 12 minutes for each question in part B. And each question in part B worth 10 marks and 2 marks for part A short questions. So let's do part A. So you get 6 questions in page 1, and second page you get 7 to 13, and third page you get questions 14 to 19, and fifth page question 20 to 25, that's part A. And then you get part B. First you can try 1 and 2, and the next page you get questions 3 and 4, and the last page you get question number 5. So complete all questions and then watch my video to check your answers. Let's take question number 1. If 2/5 of a certain amount is 280 rupees, find the amount. So it says 2/5 is equal to 280 rupees. So what about 1/5? You have to divide by 2. Full amount you have to multiply by 5. So you have to divide this by 2 to get one part and multiply by 5 to get full parts. So what's the value? 2 times 1, this is 140, multiplied by 5, 0, 20, and 5 times 1, 5 plus 2, 7. So 700 rupees is the full amount. So you get only 2 marks. 1 mark for the method and 1 mark for the final answer. Question number 2. Find the value of root 27 to the first approximation. So root 27. What are the square numbers closer to root 27? Root 36 and root 25. We know root 25 is 5 and this one root 36 is 6. So the value is in between 5 and 6, 5 point something. How you find out the decimal part? You can take the difference here. Difference is 11. And what about this difference? That's 2. So 2 over 11, roughly how much? So 2 divided by 11, that's like 0.1. So 5.1. We have to check 5.1 or 5.2. We have to check with closer values because this is close to this side because difference is 2. We'll check now 5.5 into 5.1. So that means 50 and 1. So 1 and 25. Here 5. Keep 2 decimal places. So here 26.01. And what about 5.2 times 5.2 now? Check it. So 50 and 2. 5 times 2, 10. 5 times 5, 25 plus 1, 26. 2 times 2, 4, and here 10. So you get, keep 2 decimal places, 27.04. Which one is closer to 27? When you take the difference here, you get 0.04 is the difference. But here you get 99. So this difference is smaller. So we can take the first approximation as 5.2. So what's the approximated value for root 27? Correct to first decimal place is 5.2. So that's how you find out the approximated values. So you get 2 marks. 1 mark for the final answer and 1 mark for the method. Question number 3, simplify. So this is algebraic expression. So you have to find out the lowest common multiple, a and 3a. What's the lowest common multiple? That's 3a. Convert both to 3a. Here you have to multiply by 3. 3 times 1, 3. 3 plus 2. You get 5 over 3a. So 2 marks for that. 1 mark here and 1 mark for the method. Question number 4. Express the shaded region using the set notation. So A is given, B is there. So if you can't figure out at once, what you do, you can put letters and see which region satisfy. So we'll take A first. When you take A, that's B and C. Now this is like outside B. So we'll take outside B. That means B dash. That's A and B. Now say we need only B. So B means we can take the intersecting point. So intersection of the two regions becomes B. So what's the shaded region? A intersection B dash. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 5. Factorize. This is the quadratic expression. So how you do that? Whatever the number here, you multiply first these two. So 1 times minus 18 x squared you are getting. Then when this is minus, you have to think about taking difference. What are the factors of minus 18? When you take the difference, you are getting plus 3. So you can check with 18, 1, 2 times 9 like that. So what are the correct factors? 6 and 3. So you have to think about difference. So 3, you get 6 and 3. But the middle term is plus, means the bigger value is plus. So plus 6x and this becomes minus 3x. So what you do? You take the middle term and split this one to 2 factors. So you get x squared plus 6x minus 3x and this minus 18. Then take first 2 separately and last 2 separately. So take common term x out. You get x plus 6. Here you get minus 3 is common. X plus 6. Now x plus 6 is common again. And take it out. What's remaining? X minus 3. So the factors are x plus 6 and x minus 3. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 6. The nth term of an arithmetic progression is 13 minus 2n. Find the 10th term of that progression. So it's given Tn. Tn is the nth term. 13 minus 2n. already given. Simplified version is given. So you don't need to apply a plus n minus 1d. So straight away you can take this expression. So 10th term means n is 10. T10. So substitute. N equals 10. So according to Bodmer's, you have to do multiplication first. 13 minus 20. You get minus 7 as the 10th term. So 2 marks for that. Question number 7. Find ABC angle. Where's ABC? ABC. So this angle we need to find. And this is a parallelogram. So how can we find out that? If this is 72, what is this angle? This is a straight line. So this becomes, ADC becomes 180 minus 72. So what's that? You get 8. 108. If this is 108, what can you say about this angle? In a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. So opposite angles are equal means you can straight away write down ABC angle is 108. So 2 marks for identifying. This one 1 mark and 1 mark for the final answer. Question number 8. The sample space of a random experiment is S is given 2, 4, 6, 8. If A is an event of getting a prime number, find PA. So now tell me, what are the possible outcomes for A? Out of these, what are the prime numbers? Only 2 is the prime number. Then what's the probability of getting A? So probability of getting A is number of elements in A over number of elements in the sample space. So number of elements in A is just 1. Number of elements in the sample space 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 4. So what's the probability? 1 over 4. 2 marks for that. Question number 9. Write the equation of the straight line that is parallel to the straight line y equals 2x minus 1. What's parallel means? You get the same gradient. So gradient is here. So definitely the gradient should be equal to 2 for the other line. Then it says passes through the point 0 minus 2. What is this? When x equals 0, the y value is minus 2. So that's the y-intercept. So this is the y-intercept. So you can straight away write down the y-intercept C is minus 2. So how you write down the equation of the line? Y equals mx plus c. M is 2. So 2x minus 2. So y equals 2x minus 2. So 2 marks, 1 for gradient and 1 for identifying the y-intercept. Question number 10. Find the lowest common multiple of 15a squared x and 6x squared. So we have to write down the factors first. 15, you can write 3 times 5. And a squared x. What about 6x squared? 6 you can write 2 times 3 and then x squared. Now when you take the lowest common multiple, you have to take all distinct factors with the highest power. So what are the numbers? Now 2 just power 1, 3 also power 1, 5 also power 1. But when it comes to x, x squared is the highest power. Then a squared is the other highest power. Now we can multiply these two. 3 times 2, 6, and 6 times 5, 30. So 30 x squared, a squared is the lowest common multiple of this expression. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 11. Find the arc length of the sector which is cut from a circle with 88 centimeters circumference. So that means if you take the whole circle with this one as 88 centimeters, you need to just find out this arc length. What's the equation to find out the arc length? Arc length is the angle divided by 360 into 2 pi r. Now straight away, the circumference of the circle. This is given 88. You have to just substitute 88 there. So you don't need to find out the radius of the circle here. So 45 over 360, 9 times 5, 9 times 40, and this is 8. So what you do, take 88, that's the circumference, divide by 8. You get 11 centimeters because the circumference is given in centimeters. So you get just 2 marks for this. Find the value of x. Look at carefully. When you take this 100-degree angle, these are the opposite interior angles. So we know that exterior angle is equal to sum of opposite interior angles. So x plus 3x, that's 4x equals 100. So what's x? X becomes 100 divided by 4. You get 25 degrees. 2 marks for that. Question number 13. If log 4 base 64 is equal to x, find the value of x. So what you do? You can write in index notation. Can you remember? If you take 10 squared, that's 100. And how can you write in log notation? Log 10 base 100 becomes the index 2. So remember always this one, easily you can convert. 4 to the power x is equal to 64. Now how can you find out x? We know 64. How many 4s are there? You need to convert to base 4. So we'll see how many 4s are there. Divide by 4. 4 times 1, 4, 6. And another 4, another 4. So 4 to the power 3. Same base, you can compare the powers. So what's the x value? X becomes 3. So 2 marks for that. Question number 14. Simple linear equation. You are asked to find out x. What's the first step? You have to get rid of this 2. So multiply both sides by 2. What you get? So 2 get cancelled out. You get x minus 1 equals 5 times 2, 10. Then what you do? You have to add 1 to that to get rid of this minus 1. Or you can say taking minus 1 to the other side. That becomes plus 1. So you get x equals 10 plus 1, 11. So 2 marks for that. Question number 15. X is the midpoint of the chord AB of the circle of the center O. Find the magnitude of AOB. So you are asked to find out this angle. So we'll put letters and see. We know OA and OB both are radii. So this length is equal to this length. So if this is x, this is also x. Isosceles triangle. And this is also isosceles triangle OXB. If this is x, this is x. Same thing happens in AXO triangle, isosceles triangle. If this is x, this is also x. Now you can think about sum of angles in a triangle. So when you take AOB triangle, you get x plus 2x plus x is 180 degrees. So you get 4x equals 180. So what's the x angle? You divide by 4. So you get 4 times 4, 16, and here 5. So 45 degrees. But you need AOB angle. AOB angle is 45 and 45, 2x. 2 times 45, you get 90 degrees. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 16. Write 2 properties of a parallelogram. So what are the properties? You have to write down any 2. What's the first thing? We know opposite sides are equal. You can write any 2. I'll write all opposite sides are equal. What else? Opposite sides are parallel. What else? Area of the parallelogram bisect with the diagonal. Area bisected by the diagonal. We'll draw a parallelogram and mark everything. Opposite sides are parallel, opposite sides are equal. Then one pair of sides parallel or equal. So that's also you can identify as a parallelogram. One pair of opposite sides equal and parallel. What else? So this is bisected, area is bisected, and you can say diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect. So that means when you draw the 2 diagonals, this length is equal to this length and this length is equal to this length. So diagonals bisect each other. So you can write 2 from these. So you get 2 marks. Question number 17. If the area of the cross section of the given right prism is 48 square centimeters. So this is given 48 square centimeters is the area. And his length is 1 meter. Find the volume of the prism. How you find out the volume? Cross-sectional area into length. But length is in meters and this is in square centimeters. So you have to convert to centimeters. So 1 meter means 100 centimeters. Now we can find the volume. So cross-sectional area is 48 and length is 100. So the volume you get in cubic centimeters. So 48 into 100, 4,800 cubic centimeters is the volume of the prism. 2 marks for that. Question number 18. The sum of the amounts of money of 4 students is 70 rupees. If another student added a certain amount of money to it, the mean of the amount of money is 18. Find the amount of money given by the 5th student. So total of 4 students is 70. We'll take the amount added as X. This is the 5th student, putting X amount. So when you take all together, the mean is 18, means when you divide this by 5, you get 18. That's how you calculate the mean. Find the amount of money given by the 5th student means you have to find out the X value. So what's the first step? You multiply by 5. So 70 plus X becomes 5 times 18. That's 90. So X becomes 90 minus 70. You get 20. So that means the added amount is 20 rupees. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 19. If AC is equal to BD and CAD equals ADB, already given. Name a pair of congruent triangles. Congruent. Look at carefully this triangle. This big triangle here and this triangle here. What can you say? We can write ACD triangle and ABD triangle. AC is equal to BD, that's given. And also it's given CAD angle is equal to ADB angle. This is given. Now we can see AD length is common. AD is equal to AD. So length, 2 lengths and included angle. So that's how we can say these 2 triangles are congruent because of SAS. So ACD triangle is congruent to ABD triangle because of 2 sides and included angle. So remember that SAS means the angle should be included one. So side, angle, side. So the 2 triangles are ACD and ABD. That's first one. And the second one, they want the case of congruency, SAS. So you get 1 mark for this one and 1 mark for identifying the 2 triangles. Question number 20. If it is required to cover the whole surface area of the curved surface of a right cylindrical shaped tin. So let's take the tin like this. So we want to cover the curved surface area. Circumference of a circular face 44 centimeters. So this circumference is given 44. And the height is 10. 10 centimeters with a label. Find the minimum area of the label. So only around the tin. No need above and below. So we can find out the curved surface area is, what's the formula? Curved surface area is equal to 2 2 pi r h. But we know 2 pi r means the circumference of the circle. That's already given. So this part is 44 and height is 10. So you get 440 square centimeters. So 2 marks for that. Question number 21. Find the distance that a motorbike which travels at a uniform speed of 56 kilometers per hour covers in 15 minutes. So this is in 1 hour. So 1 hour it travels 56 kilometers. Then they are asking what about 15 minutes. So how many minutes in 1 hour? That's 60 minutes. So 60 minutes in 1 hour. So that's 56 kilometers. What about 15 minutes? So 56 divide by 60 and multiply by 15. 15 times 4, you get 60. 56 divided by 4, 1 and 4. So 14 kilometers within 15 minutes. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 22. Find the value of x and y with the given information. It's given these two lengths are equal. So if this is 50, this is 50. Isosceles triangle. Then easily you can find out y value. So y plus 30 plus 50 is 180 because sum of angles in a triangle. Y plus 30 plus 50 is 180 degrees. So what's y? 180 minus 50 plus 30, that's 80. So 100 degrees for y value. Then we can say what is x? Can you see? X plus 50 is y. Exterior angle is y and the sum of interior angles x and 50. X plus 50 is equal to y value, that's 100. So what's x? 100 minus 50. That's 50 degrees. So all these are in degrees. So you get 1 mark for the x value and 1 mark for y value. Question number 23. PQ is a chord of a circle of center O. If PRQ is 36, it's given. Find the magnitude of QPS. QPS, this angle. We need to find out this angle. And here, this is center O. So PS is the diameter. So how can we find out this angle? Look at carefully. Can you see when you take PQ arc, this angle and this angle, same segment angles are equal. So this is 36. And PS is the diameter. So this angle is 90 degrees. Semicircle angles are 90 degrees. Now you can easily find the required angle. QPS is equal to 90 minus 36 because the sum of angles in that triangle is 180. If this is 90, these two add up to 90. So what's the angle? 4 and 1 remaining, 4, 5. So 54 degrees is the angle. So 2 marks for that. Question number 24. Find the actual distance of 5 cm of a map of scale 1, 2. 1 million. So what it means? 1 to 1 million means 1 centimeter represent 1 million centimeters. Convert to kilometers. First you have to divide by 1000, 100 first. That means converting to meters. And how you convert to kilometers? You have to divide by 1000. Why? What's the relationship? 100 centimeters is 1 meter. 1000 meters is 1 kilometer. So you have to divide by 100 as well as 1000. Now cross out zeros, 3 zeros and 2 zeros. So you get 10 kilometers. Now they are asking if this is 5 centimeters, how many kilometers are there? 1 centimeter is 10. 5 centimeters means 10 times 5. 50 kilometers is the actual distance for this scale. So 2 marks for that. Question number 25. AB is a straight road. A channel is constructed such that 3 meters away from the road. So this line to drain the water. Draw a sketch to select 2 places which are 5 meters away from point A on the channel using the knowledge of loci. So here you don't need a compass there, but I'll show you with a compass how to do that. So this distance is 3. So when you take 5 meters, this should be more than this now. So we'll take slightly more than this. So something like this is 5 meters. It's because 3 meters is this much. And we can find out the 2 places that's 5 meters away from point A. So take 5 meter length and then you can draw the arc. So you get 2 arcs here when you draw 5 centimeter circle. So that means this distance I'll mark here to here and here to here, both are 5 centimeters. So 5 meters, not centimeters. These 2 lengths are 5 meters. So what are the 2 places? P1, I'll put P1 and P2. So you have to get 2 places when you draw a circle with 5 meter radius. So 2 marks for identifying that. So these are the 25 short questions in this paper. So first do all 25 questions and then check your answers. So let's do part B. Part B, question number 1. From a cultivated land, 3/5 is used for a mango plantation. 1/4 is used for a banana plantation. So this is all about fractions. So we need to know addition, subtraction. So you get 5 parts and we'll do separately each part. So in the first part it says, what fraction of the total land is used for the mango and banana plantation? So here you have to read it again and identify the fractions given. From the cultivated land, 3/5 is used for a mango plantation. 1/4 is used for a banana plantation. So total of the 2 we need here. So 3/5 and 1/4. How you add fractions? You have to convert to the lowest common multiple. 5 and 4, 20 is the lowest common multiple. So convert this to 20, that's 4 times 3, 12. Here you need to multiply by 5. 5 times 4, 20, 5 times 1, 5. So you get 17 over 20. That's the total fraction from the land used for mango and banana plantation. Second part, what fraction of the total land remained after planting mangoes and bananas? So that means you have to subtract from the whole part. That means 20 out of 20. So the remaining part is 1 minus 17 over 20. That means 20 out of 20 minus 17 out of 20. You get 3 parts out of 20. So that's the remaining part. So let's do the next part. What fraction of the total land is used to plant oranges? So we need to read it again. So it says remaining land is used for an orange plantation. Here 2/3 of the remaining land is used for an orange plantation. So 2/3 of remaining one is 3 over 20. So that's what you need here. So 2/3 of 3 over 20 is the land used to plant oranges. So 3 and 3, 2 and here 10. So this is for oranges. What's the fraction? 1 over 10. Then the next one, indicate the portion of the land that is used to plant pawpaw as a fraction. So now let's see again. You have to read the question. The rest is used for pawpaw plantation. So that means we have to take the total now. These two total 17 over 20. And then for oranges, that's 1 over 10. So what's the total used for oranges, bananas, and what's the other one? Mango. 17, 20 plus 1 over 10. Convert to the same denominator, that's 20. So here 17 plus 2 times 10, that's 2. 19 over 20. So the remaining part used to plant, what's that? Pawpaw. So what's the pawpaw part? Pawpaw part is 1 minus 19 over 20. So that means you can write 20 parts out of 20 minus 19 parts of 20. That's just 1 part of 20 used to plant pawpaw. Then the next part, if pawpaws are planted in 16 perches, find the amount of total land in perches. So 16 perches means 1 over 20. So 1 over 20 means 16 perches. So what's the total land? 20 parts. So the total land is 16 times 20 perches. So you get 320 perches of land. So that's the last part of the question number 1. Let's give marks. So here in the first part, we'll look at the marking scheme and see you get 3 marks for finding this one. So 1 mark here, 1 mark for the method and 1 mark for the final answer. And then to get 3 over 20, just 1 mark. So 4 marks there. Then the next one, part 3, 1 over 10, 2 marks. And fourth part, you get 2 marks. 1 over 20. And the last one, fifth part, 320 perches, that's 2 marks. So we'll see all together, 10 marks are there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 marks for the first question. Question number 2, this is about area. So we'll do separately each part. The figure shows a logo which was designed by using geometrical plane figures by a student. It consists of rectangular part, a triangular part and semicircular part. The total height of the logo is 30 centimeters. So the whole thing is 30 centimeters. Find the area of the semicircular part. This part. How do you find out the area? This is a semicircle, half pi r squared. Pi 22 over 7. R you can take 7. 14 is the diameter. 7 into 7. 7 get cancelled out. 2 and this one. 11. 11 times 7. 77 square centimeters is the area of the semicircle. Find the area of the triangular part. How do you find out the area? We know this is 14. Base is 14. What about the height? We can find it. The total length is 30. This is 8. 30 minus 8. And here, what about this length? This is 7. That's the radius. So, minus 7. 30 minus 15. You get 15 centimeters for this one. The height of this triangle is 15 centimeters. So, what's the area? Area becomes half into base 14 into height 15. 2 times 7, 7 times 15. 105. 7 times 5, 35. 7 times 1, 7 plus 3, 10. 105 square centimeters is the area here. So, we'll give marks for these 2 steps. We'll give marks for the first 2 steps. 77, that's 2 marks. And 105, you get 2 marks. Third part, find the total area of the logo. Total area. So, you need to find out the area of the rectangle as well. So, the total area of the rectangle is 20 times 8. And we found out 105 and 77. You add these two. 160, 105 and 77. 7 plus 5, 12. 1 remaining and 7 and 7, 14. 1 remaining and this is 3. 342 square centimeters is the total area of the logo. If a ribbon is to be fixed around the semicircular part, find the minimum length of the ribbon required. So that means only here. Ribbon is from here to here. So you need to find out the arc length. Arc length of the semicircle. So what's the arc length? Half 2 pi r. 2 times pi 22 over 7. Radius is 7. Diameter is 14 means radius is 7. 7 get cancelled out, 2 get cancelled out and you get 22 centimeters is the required length of the ribbon. So how many marks for these 2 steps? So we look at the marking scheme. So you get 2 marks for finding this one and 2 marks for finding this part. Now we'll take the next one. Find the area of the piece of cardboard that goes waste after cutting the above logo from a cardboard of 30 to 20 centimeters. So this is logo. Now 30 to 20, that means you can cut this way 30, so this is 20. So basically what happens, I'll draw the diagram. So this should be the cardboard. So here to here, here to here, and here to here. This should be the cardboard, 30 into 20, and you need to find out the wastage part, this area. How you find out? So we found out the area of the logo. So if this is 30 into 20 is the area of the rectangle, when you subtract these two, you get the area that is wasted. So required area (20 times 30) is the area of the rectangle minus, we found out the total area, 342. So here 600 minus 342, you get 8. So 258 square centimeter area is wasted. So when you draw the part, I'll just mark it with another color. So this area is wasted. So this area. So how many marks for this step? So fifth part, you get 2 marks. So let's see whether you got 10 marks for this whole question. 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 marks for the whole question. Let's take question number 3. So again you get 4 parts. So you have to draw a pie chart. So let's do separately. The following table provides information of 3 bucket subjects that were selected by 4 students out of 4 subjects: art, music and literature. 30 students, the angle is 90. Music 20, so you have to find the angle. So how you do that? You have to complete the table. So when you complete the table, it says 30 means 90 degrees. You need for 20. So for 1, you can divide by 30. 90 divided by 30, you get 3. 1 means 3 degrees. For 20, 20 times 3, 60 degrees. So this is 60. And 30 means, we have to do other way around. What's the number here? 60 means 20, half of it. 20 divided by 2, that's 10. So this number becomes 10. So 2 marks you are getting. We'll see how many marks for this step. 1 and 1. 1 here, 1. So let's take the next part. Represent this information in a pie chart. So we can draw the pie chart. So we can draw a circle. You don't need a compass there. We take this one, and then we know 90 degrees is 1. So you can keep the protractor and you can measure 90 degree. So this is here to here, 90 degrees. And then we found out 60 degree. We found out 60 degree and 30 degree. So we'll mark from here 30 degrees from this side, or 60 degrees. 60 and 30 we can mark. So from here 60 is this value and 30 you get this value. So 60 and 30, we can draw those two lines, 60 here and 30 degrees here. So we'll mark it. So this is 90, this is 60 degrees and this is 30. And the rest is the other subject. Now here, art, music, literature. So we have to label art, music, this one is literature. So we'll use colors or we'll use designs. Art is this one. So here you can draw you have to mark the catalog here. Categories you have to label. So here we'll do the same thing here. This is art. And the other color we'll take for music. So something with dots or something. You can put any design that you like. But don't waste your time to do this because you get only few minutes to draw the pie chart. So that's music. And we'll take the other color, something purple. Purple color, literature. And the other one is blank. So here we can label it now. Art, music, literature. And what about the other one? It says nothing mentioned here. What is the other subject? You can't label that one. So here we'll keep like this and see what's the other part. If the remaining subject is dancing, so you have to think about this is dancing. Blank one is dancing. If the remaining subject is dancing, find the number of students studying dancing. What's the angle you got there? 90, 60, 30 we got. What's the total? 180. So that means dancing is 180 degrees. We got a straight line. So 180 dancing. So 90 degrees. How many students with 90 degrees? 30 students. So we need to find out for 180. So that means multiply by 2. 30 times 2, 60 students for dancing. Based on the above information, express the number of students studying dancing as a percentage of total number of students. So we can either use angle because 180 degrees out of 360 into 100. Because we don't know how many altogether, we have to add it. 9, 30 plus, that way also possible, but no need to add everything, 30, 20, 10 and we got 60 for dancing. Without that, we have the angles. You can use angles and find out the percentage. 0 get cancelled out and 18 times 10, 18 times 2, 2 and 10, 5. So 50% of students doing, so selected dancing as the bucket subject. So we'll see how many marks for each step. So this is the last step. So 50% you get 2 marks for the last step. And the previous part 60 students, 2 marks. And drawing this pie chart, you get 4 marks. So angles correctly, and you have to put the categories to identify which region for which subject. So 4 marks for that. And last one, the first part, you are getting 2 marks there. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 marks for the whole question. Let's do question number 4. So you get about man days, machine hours, and then the second part about tax rates. So we'll do separately both parts. Part 1. So you get 3 parts. And we'll do the first part. If 3 paddy reaping machines are used to reap paddy in a certain paddy field, it takes only 8 hours when the work is being done using the 3 machines. So number of machines 3 and hours 8. After 2 hours, one machine breaks down. If the other 2 machines are used to complete the task, how many machine hours are required to complete the task? So just how many machine hours? Machine hours required is 3 times 8. 24 machine hours we need to complete the task. So you get only 1 mark. So this question only 1 mark. So here you have to mention this is 24 hours, machine hours. One mark. Part 2. After one machine stopped, working, how many machine hours remain to be completed by the other 2 machines? So it says after 2 hours, one machine breaks down. So altogether, we can say again machines, hours and total. So 8 hours and 3. 8 hours and 3. So required 24 machine hours. But after 2 hours. So 2 hours worked with 3 machines. So 3 into 2, 6 machine hours already done. So what's the remaining number of machine hours. Subtract these two. 18 machine hours. It says after one machine stopped working, how many machine hours remained to be completed by the other two machines? 18 machine hours remained. Then the third part, if two machines operators agree to do the remaining tasks by dividing the work into two equal parts, how much extra time is required to complete the task by one operator? So the remaining number of machine hours 18, and now only two machines are there. And we know machine hours, we'll put MH like machine hours 18 there. So how many hours required to complete this task? 18 divided by 2. So that's 9 hours. Now they are asking how many extra time is required. Extra time. Now if it is with 3 machines, 8 hours altogether. Now how many hours gone now? So 2 hours here and this 9, 11 hours. And what's the difference? Difference means the extra. Extra number of hours becomes extra hours becomes 9 plus 2, 11. 11 minus 8, 3 hours extra you need to complete the task. So how many marks for these two steps? So you get 18 hours, 2 marks, and for extra 3 hours getting this answer, 2 marks. So 2, 2, 1, so that means 5 marks for part A. Let's do part B. Part B is about rates. A certain provincial council charges 6% as tax rate for a house. If the quarterly tax rate is 450 rupees, what is the tax rate for a year? So actually this is not the rate, the tax charged for a year. So we'll do separately. First part. So what's the tax paid for year? This is for a quarter. 450 is a quarter multiplied by 4. So how many rupees? 0, 22 remaining. 16 plus 2, 18. 1,800 rupees per year. So we'll give the marks for this step and see. Just 1 mark for this, multiplied by 4. Part 2, find the assessed annual value of the house. We know that 6% is the tax rate. 6% means 1,800. So 6% means 1,800 rupees. So we need to find out the annual value of the house, assessed annual value of the house. That means 100 parts. So what you do? You can find the assessed value using 1,800, divide by 6 to get 1 part, multiply by 100 to get 100 parts. So 6 times 3, 300 into 100. That's the answer. 3 with 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros. 30,000 rupees is the assessed value of the house. Then if the provincial council informs that the tax rate for the next year is 2,400, find the new tax rate percentage. So this is the amount for a year. So what's the percentage tax rate? you have to pay 2,400 for the assessed value of 30,000 rupees. Then what about 100%? Simplify, you get 2 zeros cancel out and these 2 zeros with this one. So 24 divided by 3, that's 8% is the new tax rate. Earlier 6%, now it's 8%. So how many marks for these two steps? You get 2 marks for 30,000 rupees and calculating the percentage, another 2 marks. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and the previous part we gave 5 marks for the 3 parts. So altogether 10 marks for the whole question. Let's do question number 5. This is about probability. Sample space diagram and then tree diagrams are there. So we'll do separately. Part A. A box contains 5 identical cards named A, B, C, D and E. A card is taken randomly by Fatima. She observes the letter on the card and puts it back in the box. Again, Varuni takes a card randomly. Show the sample space of the above experiment in the given grid. So that means when you take it and put it back, you can get the same card. So what are the possibilities? You can mark all these possibilities. So you can get AA, AB, AC, AD, AE, B for Varuni and Fatima, BA, BB. So all these possibilities are okay because the card is putting it back to the box. So how many altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 5. 25 outcomes are there altogether. Insert in the grid the probability of getting same card for both of them. So what are the possibilities to get the same card? That means Fatima is getting A with Varuni also getting A. B with B. So when you mark it, this is the possible path to get the same card. So we'll mark this as A. So this is getting same card. So insert in the grid the probability of getting same card for both of them. So that's the first part. Find the probability of getting different letters by both of them. So the other part. So you need other part. So what's the probability? Altogether 25 outcomes. So without these 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. NA equals 5. So we need NA dash, A dash, outside A. So 25 minus 5, you get 20. So 20 over 25 is the required probability, getting different letters by both of them. So you can simplify 5 times 4, 5 times 5. So 4 over 5 is the required probability. So we'll see how many marks for part A. So you get 1 mark for showing this part. But you get 2 marks for showing all possibilities and 2 marks for calculating the probability here. 2 marks. So 5 marks for first part. Now we'll do the last part. Part B. The incomplete tree diagram that shows the event getting letter A or not. If Fatima and Varuni hope to get letter A is given below. Complete the diagram. So this is, we'll take this is Fatima and this one Varuni. So Fatima getting A. Not getting A is 4 over 5. So what is getting A? The remaining part, 1 over 5. This is Varuni. Getting A is 1 over 5. Not getting A is 4 over 5. So you can easily fill this tree diagram with probabilities. Find the probability of fulfilling the hope of both of them. That means both wanted to get A, letter A. So which path we need to take? Fatima getting A as well as Varuni getting A means we need this path, getting A and A. So probability of getting both A and A, that's 1/5 multiplied by 1/5, because we use and. Getting A and getting A from Varuni, multiply the probabilities. 1 over 5, 1 over 5, you get 1 over 25. So how many marks? 3 marks for filling these probabilities, and then 2 marks for calculating this final probability. So earlier we gave 5 marks and this 5 marks, altogether 10 marks. So this is the last question in paper 1 part B. So we covered all 25 short questions and 5 questions in the first paper.